In a world that is seemingly headed straight for evil and turmoil, it is easy for a Christian to get discouraged in their faith. But God has been preparing you for this exact moment. Today I'm diving into a powerful new book by Pastor Jack Hibbs. It's called To Take a Bold Stand, Resilient and Effective Faith for a Godless Age. If you've ever felt pressure to stay silent, this message is for you. So the culture doesn't want to hear biblical truth. So that causes Christians, when they're trying to spread the gospel, to shrink back. Cancel culture at your workplace, cancel culture as you're walking down the street is really doing a number. As culture around us is growing more hostile to biblical truth, we as Christians tend to shrink back. Cancel culture, social pressure, fear of being persecuted is causing us to shrink back and not spread the word as God has directed us to. Pastor Hibbs gets it. He understands that faith isn't a private belief. It is a public conviction that should be spread to others. This book is not about politics. It's about being courageous in your faith. Hibbs anchors everything in Scripture, such as 2 Peter 3:12 and 15, that reminds us that Jesus is coming and there isn't time to hide. It's time to take a stand. At the heart, this book is about calling ordinary, everyday Christians like me and you to take a stand for God and live a biblically based life, a passionate life, and an immovable life when it's geared toward God. First, you got to overcome intimidation, and you got to remember boldness is an act of love. Then you got to make every moment count. So I'm just kind of skimming over the top of some of these things. I highly recommend you getting this book and reading it. And so I like books like these. They're not Scripture. They don't replace Scripture, but it always, I call them like little pick-me-up books, little prep rally books, because they keep God and what's important at the front of your thinking. And in this book, Hibbs draws from powerful examples like Moses and the Pharaoh, like David and Goliath, and many others that are not superheroes. They are ordinary people who was not afraid to take a stand and be bold when God called them. Hibbs calls us to build a resilient faith. We got to speak the truth and engage the culture without compromise. That's how we lovingly spread the word in a bold way. And with this book, there's a 7-day Bible reading plan, and there's a workbook that goes along with this book that I did most of it. I did some of it. I hadn't done it all. That it really gets you thinking. It's not just page 32 says this. Gives you a question and tells you on page 32, go find the answer. It makes you think. So there are some easier questions to answer, but there are some answers that you're really going to have to think about. He flips the scripts because it's easy in the godless age to pull back and stay silent. But he said, this is our time to shine, to do work for the Lord. So if you're feeling the weight of the world right now, the weight of the culture, this book is for you. Like I say, it doesn't replace the Word. Stay in the Word, but actually go back and read this work, and it's gonna give you the strength and courage to go out there and spread the word. Have you been called to take a bold stand? If you have, drop a comment in the comment section below, because I would love to hear it. And if you like this review, hit and subscribe, because there's going to be more books, not just faith books, not just faith-based books. They're going to be a mixture of all kinds of books, but I do read a lot of faith-based books, so that's what I'm talking about now. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the review and summary. So thank you So thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit subscribe and go out and pick up a copy wherever you can get your books. I'm telling you, it's going to strengthen your resolve and your courage to go out and to make a bold stand.